Okay, so here we are, June 25th. I figured this would be a perfect time to show you all some stuff. Because, like I said up front, I'm providing full visibility in what I'm doing, good, bad, losses, wins, or whatever. So, for those of you who have been following the stock market, it's been a rough couple weeks. Well, not even weeks, maybe going into a week. Um, so, I'll give you an example. If you look at the chart, um, this has been the spider pretty much for since June 11th. There's been a big dip and then a couple more dips. 1 or 2 days when it was up and then gone down. A lot of the positions have done the same. And as you can see, in net liquidity, it says down to about $3,000. My biggest losses have been MGM and Boeing, which I'm not worried about um, on these 2021 um, expirations, simply because there's so much time left out and I got them at such a lower price. Actually, if you look at these two right here, I'm still in a profit. MGM, I'm just below a profit, but I actually might buy more MGM. Uh, Matter of fact, might do that now. Hold on. See if I can get put in on some more MGM. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can get in some more MGM. Um, just because of really how low it is, and I still believe it's gonna trend that way. Uh, just to get filled, I might, because it's not gonna go below 7 cent, 6 cent, whatever. It's not gonna go below 6, so I put 7 cents in, buy another about 13 contracts, which $300 spread, so that'd be $3,900 more if it hits. But anyway, so this may be a kind of a longer than 5 minute session to show you all some things. Uh, I invested in the Russell. What I saw from the Russell on the charts was it was trending upward. As you can see, let me get rid of that. For my trend lines, it was doing a very nice tight trend, and I was waiting for it to come down, and it came down exactly to my line. And so, based on past history, which everybody will tell you it's no guarantee of future performance, I was expecting it to go back up toward at least the 1500 mark. The story changed and it did not. It dropped. As you can see, this day here, the 19th, was a pretty big, significant drop. And it kept dropping in aftermarket this day. And then on the 24th, yesterday, pretty much everybody started taking profit for the quarter, is what it looked like. So, of course, the market has been dropping. I have time for it to get back up to the 15. We're looking at July 2nd, which I don't know how many days that is from now. Maybe 10 days or something like that. Yeah, maybe 10 days or whatever. So it has time to get back up there. Um, so I'm sitting there waiting. Plus, right now, if I pull it out, I'm looking at pretty much $107, $8 for 3 contracts. So there's not much value in pulling it out. Not much more risk in pulling it out with the Russell. I have another contract here for Russell July 10th, a little further out and actually lower. I got it the day after when the market dropped. I like buying stuff when it drops. That's just a good decision. Let's see. I got into some Zoom. I saw Zoom as something that can break out. It's already been just breaking out and hitting new higher and higher levels. So I just went up to the next step on Zoom to 270, 275 by July 10th. So about 14 days or so. Right now it's $10 out of the money. So we're looking good there. Ooh, the other ones I did Amazon. So once again, had this market not kind of sold off on the day before and you know other days, we would have been a little bit more comfortable. But this red this red up and down here, or rather down here, it kind of threw me off for a day or two. So, but it looks like it can get back on point. So that's why the contracts look how they look now, as far as the net liquidity. As you can remember, maybe 3 weeks ago, we were seeing a net liquidity about 5,200. It dropped. As you can see, the swings with options are pretty big. It dropped, but you got to remember, throughout the whole time, I was continuing to take profit, right? So my available dollars, or what was in the account, is now sitting at, let's say, $990. Before I got into the Amazon, Apple, and Zoom positions, and Celsius, which I did all when the market was dropping. I was sitting at somewhere around, I want to say close to $2,000 net liquidity, right? I mean, not net liquidity, available dollars. So even though the net liquidity has changed, I'm still in the profit, right? And then I just have gone back and reinvested that into the market. Um, Technically wise down, but while it still maintains a longer term breakout. So right now it looks worse than it is. There's been a lot of value lost on the shares or contracts that I'm holding now. However, in the long run or in overall, you gotta remember we started with 600. If I sold everything today at 3,000, that's a 5 times profit right there. All right, so this is a bad day for the market, bad down. I will probably not invest too much into the market unless I double down on some of my things like Boeing and stuff like that. I probably won't do anything next week until I see how it looks. So I didn't get filled in that. But yeah, that's where we're gonna go. So all right, we'll see what Friday holds, and I'll see y'all next week.